On GPS?
TPS, temporary.
Oh, they should be forced to resign. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. So
Let's step into the Oval Office with Donald Trump as he signs some new executive orders seeming as delusional as ever. So take a moment to like the video and let's hop right into the chaos.
Well, they're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem. France, we got a problem. A couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure.
Literally the only time in history that Article 5 of NATO, which is what requires those in NATO to send troops to help a NATO member, was ever invoked was in the US's defense after 9/11. There were 18 members in NATO. Of the 18 members helped us in Afghanistan directly with military force. This is either complete historical ignorance, which I do kind of suspect with Trump, let's be honest, he doesn't know much, or it's a gross misrepresentation of the facts to spread propaganda. But honestly, either one should be completely disqualifying from a US president.
TPS for the Ukrainians who live here in the US.
What about it?
Are you considering revoking the TPS status for the more than 200,000 Ukrainians who live here in the US?
Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah, the Ukrainians that are here in the US, they're under a TPS status.
On GPS?
TPS, temporary.
Oh.
Yeah, here's a clip of Trump seemingly not knowing what TPS is, but vehemently wanting to destroy it, but here, defending it. But again, as president, and I wish I could say it was shocking, but he still doesn't know what a tariff is, so it's almost expected. But he's already put in motion to have this revoked for Venezuelans in April and Haitians in August. So I think his focus is more so on removing the brown immigrants, where Ukrainians at least still have the fact that they're white facing, but we'll have to see. I mean, it is wild though, how Trump claims to want less undocumented immigration, but then with the stroke of a pen turns hundreds of thousands of legal immigrants into undocumented.
Frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know if it's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear, but certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced to resign.
I mean, you've got to love how in the span of a couple of days, the party of free speech, the absolute constitutionalists, have censored a Democrat for telling Trump not to cut Medicaid while he was giving his precious little speech. And Trump himself is now calling for members of media to be forced is carrying the water in that sentence, forced to resign because of their words, essentially fired. Really an absolutist free speech warrior. You can tell he values our constitutional rights. I mean, didn't him saying that we should lock up protesters who burn the flag, give the game away? These people just want to cry victim when they're down and then be chauvinistic bullies when they win. And look, nobody should have any sort of words for a child, let alone a disabled child or one with cancer, but Republicans are hilarious to do this in one after their comments towards Greta when she was a kid, right? But like to also pretend Trump parading around a child for a clear political win before then going on to do anti-vax nonsense nonetheless, while trying to gut the services this kid relies on, like special needs care, like cancer research, is the dumbest kind of tribalism. The party who actually values kids who have cancer is the one trying to fund medical research, cancer research, Medicaid and Medicare, not the party that just wants to parade them around for a political talking point and then forget about them a week later when they're cutting all the services they rely on.